don't fit in there, how do they come out? Since they are already committed, you have taken them in. What is where to whatever they've done traditional rites. How do they now come out? The shame of being, seen as a divorcee, as a whatever, will not even make some of them come out of the marriage anymore. That, we already committed to it. So I don't get it. Like, seriously, I watched that interview whereby someone was asking him about how he got Regina to be his sixth wife, and he said, "Well, I only met her 3 weeks, and then I made my decision." Why do you think a man like that, old enough to be a grandpa, would just say, "Oh, it's okay"? They just want to keep you young, beautiful girls indoor there. Just like what I wrote out there, babe, you rarely see this kind of thing happen. If anybody claims to be British, it's because they are already aristo-orientated from time. Forget it. When you see the real English girls, children in the system, either here or those raised in America, in other part of the Western world, you hardly see our children settle for anybody that is 10 years older than them. That's way too much of age margin. They won't even say yes. They go with their age group because they understand their age group language. They understand the fight. They won't see the fight, the argument like any form of intimidation or subjugation, or you trying to subdue them, coerce them forcefully, into what you want. They won't see it that way. Why the journey? I could just argument. Oh, married and will be age group or Ori F will not budget. How can Paned said Ori F Regina to face Ori budget? No. Or if she ever tries to challenge him, confront him, no reply to his insult. Am I your father's age mate? Am I your mother's age mate? So where would that equal to the freedom? Where would he spring up from? When everything she says is like that of a grandchild to a grandpa, she can't even, all those things that you guys get to see is just PDA that they are compelled to do. You see all this men that takes, or whichever one that likes to go out, frequently with a young one, is because they are prepared for that duty. They are more like money queens. One got the washer, they must pretend everything is okay. It happens in the Western world, where the wives are not happy, even in the royal, I'm setting abroad. Before Diana that passed away, everything that, too many things that she went through, yet she had to dress up, put up a bold face, and pretend everything is okay. Even happy where we are, some of us wish to come out, but then the societal reaction to our actions will not make some of us take that step, will not make some of us speak up. Some of us will die in silence, will keep, we bottle up all the agony, we refuse to speak out what is bothering us, and it is even more killing. It's more killing. It's better you speak up. Blame her, but then Baba she won't do she. That's why mostly when you see them in this kind of marriage, you see the good dad tend not to be in the picture because they must have said theirs behind the door, like me or mommy, but yeah, our man decided you found more. We feel we know what is best for them. We know what is right for them. Hence we're not even ready to accept any form of advice from their dad. We just want to do our thing our way. Am I communicating? Can you guys hear me at all? I don't know what is wrong with this, to those of you on, everywhere, dirty blast. My phone is just doing some jaga without the phone. I don't know what sound is coming. Do you understand? If you're almost 17-year-old, 18 silly baba, 65 or so, Connie, Kero Peko ni show away. she needs to exploit her youthful exuberance. That's why mostly when you see them in this kind of marriage, without that phone. Do you understand? And if you're almost 17-year-old, 18 till baba 65 or so, she needs to exploit her youthful exuberance. She needs to exploit. Whether you like it or not, she needs to explore. She was way too young for that kind of marriage. Yeah, notice. Child exploitation. I mean, it's not right. Some people even spoke about her taking drugs. I'm not sure how far that is true. But now the question is, was she on the drug before she went into the marriage? Is that how Paned met her? Hell no. She was not on drug. If she now decided in between the marriage to be on drugs, then she must be taking them to mask something that she doesn't want the general public to see. This is how Whitney Houston died, masking up with drugs. Masking up with drugs. She will need to first knock herself off for people not to see through her pain, for people not to see through her agony. Then suddenly drugs or drugs. Then tell me, kilo de moto drugs. Kila lo de shele si to feel drugs. I mean, parents, when our children are going into marriage, there are some that we have to put our foot down, whether they like it or not. Well, you cannot marry that man. Toba fe you were jade fun won as a mother. Wọ́n ní nǹkan tágbàlagbà, wọ́n ní tó ń rí lórí ìjókòó, wọ́n ní tọmọdé bá gorí igi, wọ́n lójú òní tó kò ní rí. Iṣẹ́ òbí ni yẹ kẹ́ tẹra mọ́, òun ní to ensure pé ibi tó wọ̀ wọ́n lójú yẹn. Let's assume pé ó wọ̀ lójú bóyá owó. Then kí ni iṣẹ́ títí àṣòbí? Iṣẹ́ tí wọ́n àṣòbí ni pé kò sọ pé no. Iṣẹ́ tí wọ́n àṣòbí ni pé kò sọ pé ó gbà o. Ibi tọ́mọ mi fẹ́ lọ yẹn, because let me tell you.
Sorry for being up that have only one wife.
Sendo. Do you understand? Iṣẹ́ wa nìyẹn. I remember some time ago, long ago, nǹkan tí mo sọ yìí. Oh my God. This TikTok is just making noise. I don't know why it's noise. And I don't know what noise. Do you understand? Iṣẹ́ òbí, òun ni pé kẹ́ rìnrìn àjò fáwọn ọmọ yín, kẹ́ sáré fáwọn ọmọ yín, kẹ́ ṣèwádìí pàápàá ibi tán fẹ́ fi ṣe ibùjókòó. Ibùjókòó. Someone said she grew up in the midst of her two older brothers who does drugs. We can see it evident on social media. Little is Ned's contribution. That is what, like when the girl went into the marriage, we also saw the girl. You see, boy child, they attempt to do anything. It's not easy to raise boys. But the question is, when she went into the marriage, it is what we all saw. Do we see signs of any drug on Regina? Does she look like someone that is on drugs? She has attended, uncountable functions with him. We have seen her present at so many, societal events with him. And she has been well composed. She speaks to the general public. There are times that she comes online to express herself. And she's been well comported, well composed. So if they will bring in this case of only drug or no drug, that's why I'm asking that, where is it coming from? Where is the drug story coming from? From Mama láti jẹ́ kó lọ síbẹ̀. From Mama láti gbà pé kó lọ settle fún marriage yẹn. Ọwọ́ òbí ló kú sí. Tó bá ń tọ́ àwọn ọmọ ẹ̀, mo raise àwọn ọmọ mi, I raise my kids well. It does not end when they are 18 years. You are meant to nurture them into that marriage. You are meant to be present with them in that marriage. You are meant to first assess, the home, the situation, the family your child is going into before you even say yes to that marriage. She can make decision herself. No. òbí gidi láti tẹ̀lé ọmọ ìdílé ọkọ délé ìyàwó kẹwòrú ẹni tó fẹ́ gbé wálé irú ilé tó ń wọ̀. Òbí ò gbọ́dọ̀ jẹ́ ìwọ la máa gbọ́ pọ́n sọ pé ó fẹ́ ọmọ ẹ̀wọ̀ àsìyàwó ẹlẹ́ǹkẹfà 6th wife. And now ọmọ yìí fẹ́ explore, kò ráyè explore lẹ fi gbé wọlé. Nísì kò sí àwọn kankan wà tí ò ráyè ṣe ní kàńbẹ̀yẹ tó máa fẹ́ ṣe nínú ilé. She's even tend to forget the age of this man she's involved with. Kó má bá ṣe àwọn expensive play kan, expensive eré kan, kó má tẹ́ wọn lọ́rùn. Wọ́n school dẹ̀ wálé fún ìyá àti bàbá ẹ̀. And see, they say the girl is the one fending for her family since young age. When I saw the video of her mom somewhere saying, oh, her daughter gave Panette $50,000. You know, I put up an update that day as well that if she can afford to dole out $50,000 to a man that is old enough to be her grandpa, why can she not use this money to invest, start freshly with, with a young guy of her age? Can't they just struggle and be happy together? Why would I want to spend money on Baba 50-something years old? What sense does that make, if I may ask? So that's what I was telling someone, that no matter how much poverty you're going through as a family, you should not for any reason. I mean, this girl is beautiful. She's fresh. I mean, she's everything. She has potentials of being great in future. Why would you want to force your daughter into such a marriage? Knowing fully well that the age gap, the age margin will always create problem between them in future. Gbogbo àwọn tẹ́ ń wò tẹ́ fẹ́ fi ṣe àwòkọ́ṣe yẹn, àwọn Ṣadé, àwọn nǹkan kan yẹn, ibi ó níbi táwọn náà ti bẹ̀rẹ̀. You know, there are things that we are not privy to online. Tẹ́ bá lọ wo the last 20-30 years, ó lè jẹ́ àwọn ìyálé wọn náà ni wọ́n dilé mú gbà yẹn. Àwọn ìyá yẹn náà ti dàgbà sí ni wọ́n ṣe back down pé let them continue. It does not mean that they never had a space in the heart of their husband. They ruled to a certain age. Koto back down for young wives. So it's more like the girl that they married to their husband was groomed by them. One groom you see, there are some of them even in the royal lineage, in the royal setting, they will be grooming them within the palace. Understand the protocol, the royal protocol. Royal etiquette. Match. Otherwise, she will remain in there, in the inner court. She mama train, mama groom, that's the. So it's so bad that as a parent, you just figure out, oh my God, they are old enough to love. No. Mo blame mama gidi gan. Wọ́n ní ìyà tó bá jọmọ fógún ọdún, ìṣẹ́ tó bá jọmọ fọ́gbọ̀n oṣù. Wọ́n ní tí ó bá pọ̀ mọ́ máa sì lẹ́yìn ọmọ ni. For gbogbo yín láti lè struggle to a certain, stage. Díẹ̀ náà ló kù, kò bá máa jọmọ iná máa lu as a pawn láti wipe poverty wọn kúrò. At the end of the day, tọ́mọ ibá bínú parẹ́ ńkọ́. Tó bá bínú ṣe rẹ̀ léṣe ńkọ́. Tó bá parẹ́ kí ni gain òbí, and that is why I keep hammering on the parents, like, we all should learn from this. Ìyà ń jẹ àwọn ọmọ ẹ̀, ó wá mú kan lára àwọn ọmọ tó torí wọn jẹ̀yà, ó wá jù sóko ẹrú, olùkó lọ mówó wálé fún yín. Ṣé nísì tọ́mọ ibá gbóògùn jẹ tó bá parẹ́, kí ni ìyá máa sọ pé òun gé? She is not ripe enough for such marriage, and that's just it. She's not ripe enough. Whether you agree with me or not. Àwọn adélébọ̀, ọ̀ṣọ́rọ̀ adélébọ̀, àwọn dálémoṣú, àwọn tó ti dàgbà pápá ìmí tó máa lọ fẹ́ àwọn bàbá yìí as a 5th or 6th wife. Ẹ̀mí wọn ò tí ì gbé. Àwọn náà ṣì ń sunkún ní indoors, not to talk of 17, 18 years. It is years of experience that build us as women. She should go into relationship with boyfriends. She should enjoy her youthful exuberance. She should gather her experience through a relationship with a peer group. All these are the things that will build her and fortify her for the challenges ahead of her. It is never a good thing for us mother to push our young children into this kind of marriage without us coming back to regret as a parent. She can never understand such assignment. I was arguing with one of my friends this morning. I said, if you were to be someone of our age, it's not as if the abuse will be smaller or will be bigger, but then our age group who are agbalagba, better management of crisis at a certain age. There's no how you will not have better management of crisis, because life experiences would have built you. You would have known how to handle the situation better than omotefiside freshly. Marriage. Listen to their story and how they met. The man narrated his story on how they met. Also, Regina and also, the man said he only met her for 3 weeks before he proposed to her. And the interviewer was asking Paned that, were you two in love? The man said there's no need for love. He said the love will grow when she gets into the marriage, that he does not believe in marriage of love. He said, what is love? He said, love will develop. He said, that is how I married all my 6 wives. I just see them like that. I like them. I put them indoors. They will develop love when they get inside. No, they cannot develop love. It's never love. I am of the opinion that women and men should date themselves, try themselves outside marriage, check if she's your kind of person, if she's your kind of person, if she can settle for such before you even decide that I want to marry her. They need to play. They need to play. They need to form a bond. I mean, it needs to develop into something before they can decide to call it marriage. Why would I just want to sleep with a man and go out with a man once or twice within 3 weeks just because he is lavishing money on me and my family, and then next thing we say, okay, I'm ready for marriage. Based on what feelings? It could be lost. It could have been lost for this young, naive girl. It could have been lost. Love me. Money is not love. The fact that someone brought your family out of poverty, paid your school fees, bought your mother a house, it is still not enough for you to make that decision that you want to settle down for this ancient of this. No. Obinishe, as much as we are seeing this happen, we'll still see another mother come out tomorrow and be crying. You don't learn from other people's mistakes. We have watched it happen severally here. Marriage, Agbati shewe eti rotiti eti explore gbogbo tó yẹ kó bí òṣùọra irú àwọn ọmọ báyìí wọ́n máa dókòmọ́ yàn lára ni. Because you see, it is very important for everybody to enjoy the street, enjoy yourself, explore, discover yourself, discover your body, your feelings before you say I do to any man. But date. Oh, mom, company, just because he was showering you gifts, he was showering your family gifts, next thing your mother say, yeah. Now God butter our bread. So they rushed in there. Hence, they are rushing back out. And, as information has it online, that the dad has always frowned at the relationship, that her dad was never a part of it. Now her mother is depressed. Her brothers are depressed. The entire family are depressed. Is Regina not pretty? Look at some of her pictures before you believe the drug story. Come on. Even if the boys are doing drugs, most boys, they explore. You see that nonsense drug thing? It's part of the things that male children, not all of them, it's part of the things that they explore as part of their youthful exuberance as well. Some of them try to smoke. It could be weed, it could be normal cigarette, it could be anything. May God not just, let our children, get destroyed in the course of exploring their youthful exuberance. A boy child is different from a girl child. The fact that when I'm a boy, because if you look at her, she looks healthy. She looks okay before all the saga. When she talks, she's very coherent, very well composed and comported. Won't tell you House of Senate. Won't address the community women. She's doing things for them. And she was together. So that is why I don't want to fall for this drug story or whatever. She's a young girl. There's possibility she smokes. But it's not something that would damage her. She's a young girl. She's exploring. It was as at the time she was meant to be exploring that her mom or whoever pushed her into this marriage. So whatever they didn't allow her to do out there, she will end up doing it in the marriage. She's just being her age. That's what I'm saying. She is just being her age. You don't get it. A young girl that just started life and then suddenly gets locked indoors somewhere. I'm sure when we concote married to man, be on PDA, yes, it was the time she would tell the husband she's bored and he would probably say, okay, let's go to Morocco today. Let's go to Dubai tomorrow. Let's go to Egypt next tomorrow. It's still not enough. She wanted to explore the street. She just wanted to be her age. Ọmọ kékeré ni. Ọmọ kékeré tí wọ́n lé ọwọ́ nù kíní yẹn ni. I'm sure pé kò mú látò kún ẹ̀. Tó bá jẹ́ hustler ni on the street tẹ́lẹ̀, ó ń ṣe at her own will, from her own impulse, at her own pace ni. Not to wait on my camp where you see the fact that you give a girl money, you shower her with gifts, you even give her some status in the society. It still does not mean that they are going to be happy or they will feel fulfilled. There could be other things missing for them. When Diana was married to the royal family here, there were things missing in Diana. There were things she really wanted to do as a young lady that she believes will make her happy, which she was deprived of. What happened at the end of the day? I'm sure you and I know what happened at the end of the day. She ended up doing some things that are against the royal principles, etiquette, the court protocols of the royals. And she was fixed. You don't get it. She's just being her age. Whatever it is that she's done, you should not blame her. This girl is just being her age. She was too young. You and I explored. I enjoyed myself very much on the street before I even think of what they call marriage. I dated, I friended, I enjoyed the street with my friends. We did everything we had to do for our age. Likewise, some of you listening to me. So what has she done that is abnormal? Come on, guys. Let's not be insensitive to our pains. And I keep telling you guys that, you see, your threshold for pain is different from my own threshold for pain. Mine is different from that of the third person. Gbogbo wa lè ní same threshold for pain. Ihun tó dùn mọ́ ihun tó lè bíà ní shock, ní suffer. Èmi lè má lè bíà ẹ̀. Ohun tẹ́mi lè bíà kí n fara mọ́. Ẹ̀yin náà lè má lè bíà ẹ̀. We are wired differently naturally. So if she cries out, don't blame her at the same time. What you will experience and that you'll be quiet, and that you will be able to solve. Le jeje, èmi lè má lè solve ebe. Èmi lè má ní sùúrù fún. Tèmi lè jalariwo. Tèmi lè jóní dídákẹ́ kí titi ẹ̀ náà jalariwo. We are wired differently, so don't blame her. Don't kiss it. She's weak. She has probably tried to be strong before now, and she still could not, get herself together, and she ended up breaking down in front of all of us as a child. Not because she was perfect, but because she has made a mistake, and she needs our help. She's crying for help. She's not saying she did it right. She might have done it wrongly, but then you don't have to forsake her. Her voice echoes far. That is her strength. Her cry is her strength. The ability to speak up, to ask for help from Nigerians. Help me. This is what my family is going through. That's all she's asking for, not because she was perfect, not because she didn't do anything. She could have done something silly. She could have been rude to the man. But there are people that you cannot fight in Nigeria. That's one thing some of you that lives abroad don't know. It is more of a dictatorship, setting. More of a dictatorship setting, not a marriage, a man to woman thing. That one marriage, when I give order, you obey my order. See, most of the don't dash or PDA. It is part of their duty assignment to me. They understand it. This is how you have to deliver it. And anybody that go against it are likely to be kicked out or to get punished. And this girl is still young. To all of you saying, oh, you are not the first person they will marry young. Are you people okay? Some of you are even comparing her to Shade Okoya. She's 17 or something. Pay Baba and Shade. Omoton Feni 17 to be Omomeji. I think she was just barely 21 to be Omomeji for Ned. Obi any mo blame. Yeah, it will be any mo blame. Omi ya to da. Area Biamo does not end. Lori she can take decision herself. No. A good mother, you must fortify yourself and go into marriage with your children. I'm not talking of you being physically available there. No, it's you being supportive, knowing what is going on with your daughter, being accessible to her, to open up to you, to talk to you, so you can know where to come in. Your prayer, your support does not end where, she gets married. You are meant to be at the corner to supervise, to advise, to help her to grow in there. Some of us are not even mentally, emotionally, and physically ready for marriage. Yet we have to go into it because that's what our mother or our father, or that is what we feel we needed at some point. Yet it is not what we needed at that time. Or if you have a good parent that can support you, that can be beside you, that can advise you, tell you how to go about it, you will not miss it in life. But then this one, it is a mother gongon. Our mother is a part of it. Because I remember videos my man was just parents, we should do better. And now, at this stage, I don't think Rita and mom should encourage her to do any more videos. You see, when I say this, I'm not trying to silence her. We're trying to provide a lasting solution to what will save this girl now. Yes, our voice is a signature, is a strength. It's been echoing through a lot of sectors, via internet to get help. Sibe, she needs to mind her choice of words, because you can see that man is not playing with them. He has ordered that they should, like what she wrote, that Paned has ordered the arrest of her mom. Arrest. You think these men let go? They don't let go when you fuck up. You don't know Nigerian, all this dictatorship husband. They don't let go. They will keep looking for ways to silence you. You must not talk when they are talking. They will subjugate you. You must not talk when they talk. You must not react to their wits. What they hate mostly is you exposing their dirty linen online, whereby you think some of you young wives are even the one that will buy them so much love online, and then everybody will be following them, worshiping them. They love those men because of the love some people have for you. They start to love the wrong person for your own sake. At the end of the day, when the crisis begins, it is those lovers of yours that will come back to criticize you. They will doubt you, and and support that man you introduce to them to love for your own sake. And that is why I'm not in support of all this PDA, regular PDA. Do you understand? This is social media, fake love, lower social media. This is a young girl. You should parents, please bear with your children to stay with you at home to that age that you believe they are ripe enough for marriage. Allow them to make their choice themselves. For no reason should you push your children into any form of marriage that it is you that feels, let it come from our own impulse. And whereby you feel the one that is coming from our impulse is a wrong one, please step in, advise them, open their eyes to why they should not proceed to such marriage. Because look, the whole family now is devastated. There is chaos everywhere. There is turmoil in their family, like she said. The mama ugbadun, yaya ugbadun, àwọn ọmọ ugbadun ara wọn, baba wọn go ugbadun. Even the man that was not carried along as at the time the marriage takes place, now they are going to be troubling the man to come and help the situation. And Paned is not backing down. You don't know how they feel? Or to invest in you don't know how they feel. After they will tell you stories. I made your family. Who are you? Does your name ring a bell without me? They will remind you of all sorts of poverty that you have been through before you met them and how they saved your entire family from that poverty. You don't know Nigerian men? They will remind you, I made you without me. You are nothing. They will even lie. Your mother is nothing, your father is nothing. You think it's easy to leave them like that? If you have to bow your head, if your mother, Rita, if you are watching this video, if you have to bow your head to say sorry to Panet, you better go and start saying sorry to save your daughter so that this girl will not end up committing suicide. Don't make the mistake of forcing her to stay in there. Please, please listen to her crying. If anyone says, oh, your daughter is on drugs, they are trying to help you, tell them she's your daughter. It is you that knows how to help her better. At this stage that you have made a grand mistake, please retrace your steps. Be in charge of your daughter. You see this depression, this girl will go into depression for the next 5 years. Go and mark it down. The people that it happened to in Nigeria, go and watch them. The men don't ever want them to rise again or to be seen or to be visible in society anymore. That's how much they will keep telling her they don't want to hear her voice. They don't want them to rise again. When you see this kind of men fighting young girls in marriage because the girl child, choose to leave the marriage. One man telling one kirini, that has always been those men, those selfish old men wishes for these young girls. She need láti wà fully nurtured. She needs to eat the peak of maturity before she can settle for such marriage. So that marriage is not for Regina. She's a baby girl. Yes, she likes soft life. Ask me, who does not like soft life? We all do, even us that are our parents, we love soft life. We love soft life, so don't blame her. There must be something going wrong with the family before she chose to marry such person. It cannot be from her heart of heart. Well, I want to jayato. Who said, babata ni shewu. Emma blame when. Ewoti bobo FFK no thank you. Pẹ̀lú kí lorúkọ ìyàwó ẹ̀ tó bí ìbejì yẹn. Ẹ wo nǹkan tó ṣẹlẹ̀ sí yẹn náà tó gbọmọ lọ́wọ́ ẹ̀ tọ́mọ yẹn ya wèrè kiri orí social media. Ìgbà tó wùn láti gbọmọ fún kó rí ọmọ ẹ̀ ló tó rí. Those are not husband, they are dictatorship. Dictatorship. And let me tell you, they are shameless. They don't care. They may even go out now and marry another 2, 3 to spite her that because you are young, I will marry another 3, 4 after you. I beg those ones too are on assignment. They know they are using them to spite the one that left. We know their style, my dear. Now your mother needs to bow her head. If you have to crawl to Panet, Biko, go and do it. Bow your head to buy time for yourself on this mother earth so you can live long, to watch your children grow and to become someone in your presence. There are prices we have to pay for the mistakes we have made in life. If your mom can bow her head to go to him, get some, village elders to go with you. Let them go and apologize remorsefully. Rita, Keep your sons quiet for now. This battle is not yours for now. It is hurting because your daughter, all of you two, have decided to come out online to hide the dirty linen of the man outside. And they don't like their dirty linens being spreaded in public. That is what will make them mad the more. They like being seen like the angel that your daughter once presented them to be. Oh, my husband, the apple of my eye, the igwe, the kiniko. And how can you now turn around to say that same igwe, that loving husband is a beast? Oh, they don't like you. Mispresenting them. They will say, they will do everything to silence her. Go and bebe if you have to bebe. Lower your pride, my dear. Because if you think this war is for you, you are joking. When you are fighting a powerful person, a powerful man in Nigeria, it's different from when you are fighting a pauper. This one, them, Natasha gets luck new. And she has people behind her. Regina is way too young for what you allow that to go into as a parent. Way, way too young. Even you, the mother, cannot face such a battle, not to talk of your daughter. Look at your own husband, Regina's dad. Look at at his age. Now look at where you push your daughter, where you open your eye, koro eye like this, and let your daughter go into that kind of marriage. I see it like pure wickedness, self-centeredness, greed. Greed. Is it not better for you to allow your daughter to marry someone that they will start together, struggle together, and make a life, than for her to go into that kind of marriage because of money? If she's ripe enough to go into that kind of marriage, we will not be where we are today, because she will know how to manage the man no matter how beastly he becomes. There are so many people in so many marriages out there that you see with their public display affection. You will see them, not be say the man nice, but they know what they want from such marriage. Some of them is for their own personal gain, their own personal interests. As they play the game well, like a chess game. But your daughter is too young to understand the concept of such a game. She must not opt out. It's not a game of love. It's not a game where you have an option to leave. You must not leave. You must not complain. You must not speak out. You don't get it? And now she has she's broken all the rules. And you guys have to pay for it expensively. So the best thing for you at this time, for the sake of your daughter, is to keep your boy's mouth quiet. With that one where they brag, say, won't come Nigeria to fight it, Paned. Paned is not an ordinary person. Don't let anybody push you. You cannot afford to hold some insult at him. That's how God created him. You saw him like that before you lured your daughter into such marriage. At this stage, anything you bale mu, alone your man fale lower. There are battles that will leave meekly. Listen, there are battles that will leave meekly. We walk away from meekly for you to come back stronger and better to fight it another day. That is if need be. If I were you, I will not even come back to fight it, because there are children between them. Any relationship, Tomo Bati War, Jaga. This is what I tell people every time they come into their wala. I say, oh, Tomo Bati War, you have children for him, oh. The children knows who their father is. He's a very strong and powerful man in the society. How can you now say you want to fight it finish? If you don't want to do anymore, just maintain a good relationship with him, whereby you can see him tomorrow and say, good morning, Papa. How are you? Your children are here. Even though you know you don't want to marry him anymore. But you can't destroy the relationship, because there are kids between both of you. And that is why your brothers also cannot afford to destroy everything, because there are children between both of you. There are some fight that you just have to let go for the sake of the children between. We know what we will tell you. A lot of people would have come up, but who do we want to fight? The father of your children? So you know what you are signing into, my darling girl. Don't hurt yourself. All these you're crossing, all those challenges will build you into the woman that you deserve to be. Stronger, fierce, selfless in future. where you can make decisions that will not hurt you in the nearest future. Just be the fool for now. You are still a child. That is a man that is old enough to be your grandpa, that has seen all sorts of experience in life and how to deal with people like you. You cannot fight him. Stop your social media posts. Don't do anything hurtful to yourself. See, just close your eyes like this. You will see that all you see is darkness. You will not see anything again. If you remember your children, you will not want to kill yourself, because this man you want to fight will end up taking your children and giving them to another woman, and even giving your mother and your entire family conditions never to contact his family because of what you put him through. That is why you must not die. You must not attempt to kill yourself. You must not even think suicidal if you want to be a winner. Don't. Be strong for the sake of your children, so that you can someday tell them this story. You will do it better next time, only if you are alive. It's a person face that you have to go through as you are destined to walk your own part, your journey in life. You need to shed your sword by now. You need to beg on all your brothers. Beg your mother or his mother that will beg Regina. All of you should just go and bebe. Jeje. But who is saying, Teju Yusuf, let me tell you, you are saying when there are evidence. I'm talking about the personality, the status of the person she's fighting. You think Nigeria is one country where gets getting like that? I beg, forget all. He get where law they there for Nigeria, and he get where law no they exist for Nigeria, where it will not work. Let me tell you. It depends on the person you are dragging with. It depends on the kind of crowd you have behind you. Enicho de Lara Kileni. Do you know how many social media bashing this girl is getting upon everything she's going through? Some people are calling her Ole. Some people are calling her Olojukokoro. Yes, we know that she went there for soft life. But what woman does not want soft life? That's my question. What woman does not want soft life? But she can still get the soft life without being committed to him, is what I'm saying. And mom knows that the marriage is not something that this girl can handle at that tender age, at age 17, to a 60-something-year-old man. That's hell no. The man in his 60s and this girl's just 17, 18. How can she cope? People tell her for Jenny, People tell her for and he will not take any form of insult from a girl that he picked from the street, helped the family. So when her mom was talking about her giving him 50,000, where did the $50,000 come from? Is it not perhaps from the same man? Or from any business to establish it? So you see, there are things that you are not meant to say. You're just meant to keep your mouth quiet. Not because you cannot act, not because you cannot react. There are people who move silently with their decision, and nobody will hear about it. Do you know how many homes are broken in Nigeria? Do you know how many of your celebrities you think they are still married, meanwhile they are separated? They do it maturely. If only she has to do it again, then she will do it better. That there are people you don't fight in public. Olówó lágbára onípò gbogbo àwọn bàbá yìí ẹ máa rí mi ní wọn máa fi ọmọ kékeré oògùn náà máa fi di ọmọ yẹn mọ́lẹ̀, knowing that they may want to turn out to be like Regina. Wọ́n fi oògùn dé obìnrin mọ́lẹ̀ lọ́wọ́ yẹn jẹ́ tún já yín tán. Àrá máa gbénú ẹ̀ dání kó fẹ́ kọ́ wọn ò nílé kọ́ wọn. Wàá máa jẹ̀yà ń bẹ̀ ò dẹ̀ nílé lọ, ìyẹn tún kọ́. Especially tó bá tabaré ìtóbìnrin kọ̀ lẹ̀ bóyá obìnrin gba obìnrin lọ. Àwọn obìnrin mi bá máa wọlé àwọn lọ́ máa jẹ̀yà ẹ̀. Wọ́n dé wọn pa. Ìlérí aláǹgbá lásán ni, orí ìdọ̀bálẹ̀ lọ ti máa ṣe. Wọn ò nílé execute. Àwọn ọmọ yà wọ ọbẹ̀ wọ́n fi nǹkan bò wọ́n lójú. Wọn ò tẹ̀ nílé sọ pé àwọn fẹ́ lọ débi pé fẹ́ wojú ẹ̀. Ẹ̀ṣẹ̀ ìwọ̀n àìní. Do you know how many young children? Àwọn ọmọ kékèké tán ti kó sọ́wọ́ àwọn aláàfáà, ọwọ́ àwọn oníṣègùn, ọwọ́ àwọn oníkíní. Wọn ò nílé sọ pé àwọn fẹ́ lọ, wọ́n ti dè wọ́n mọ́lẹ̀. Bóyá wọ́n ti bí ẹlòmíì àti bímọ 4, 5 kójú ẹ̀ tó là. Ọ̀hún àti ìwà wò pé bolo fẹ́ lọ. Young girls, they someday wake up from their bed and they discover where they will just be discovering where they are for the first time. Mama pé kí ló ṣẹlẹ̀ sáwọn báwo làwọn ṣe débi ta ló fáwọn fúnra ẹni yìí àwọn báwọn ṣe dá tó yìí wọ́n á wo onítọ̀hún jẹgẹjẹgẹ tó gbá wọn sílé pé àwọn kẹ̀ irú ilé ìfowópamọ́ àwọn bọ̀ ẹ pa ògbóró mọ́ tẹ bá fẹ́ gbọ́. I'm telling you from experience of this iṣẹ́ tí mo ti ń ṣe pé I'm blog yìí. People talk to me, they discuss things with me, and I choose not to bring some of them online because mo máa sọ fún ọ pé kò lè sí solution. Ó ń ṣẹlẹ̀ dáadáa. Ẹni tó wá fà ń wó fò. Ìfàǹfààyàn lápò ya wàá há síbẹ̀ wọ́n gbọmọ lára ẹ̀ wàá máa ṣe dádì yẹsà kójú ẹ tó là wàá ti bímọ bíi 4 síbẹ̀ kí ló tún kù lára ẹ̀ ẹni tó rí bá yọ nìkan lọ́lọ́run kó jáde ní rúrú bẹ̀ yẹn ibi tó máa dàgbà sí nìyẹn ṣé ẹ̀ wáìn ni ẹ̀rọ pé bàbá olówó kan náà fẹ́ kẹ́yìn náà wá gbowó òun kẹ́ fi gbowó òun ṣe falafala kẹ́ wá yẹ̀ òun ta gbangba pẹ́kọ̀ òun sílẹ̀ kò fẹ́ kó lọ gbogbo nǹkan tá à ń sọ yìí the man will be considering all his efforts his investment on the entire family àwa jẹ́ kó lọ wọn ní lọ ìfà ń yàyàn lápò my people ìfà fani lápò ya ọ̀rẹ́ máma mú yó wọ́n ṣe sọ wọn ò ní lè lọ nì ṣé bí ẹ ti gbọ́n bí ẹ níbí báyìí náà láti rí ìyàwó kan tó kọlù láti Amẹ́ríkà bóun ṣe kó sọ́wọ́ wòlíì tí ó lọ láti ìlú òyìnbó ló ti lọ ìyẹn tún gbówó lọ o ògùn dẹ̀ ló wá lọ sọ́dọ̀ wòlíì ó dẹ̀ há síbẹ̀ wọ́n dẹ̀ há síbẹ̀ ó bí ọmọ kójú ẹ̀ tó lá o ó lè jẹ́ wá kó máa rìn lọ á rí èèwọ̀ nǹkan tó fi ṣiṣẹ́ yẹn lójú ẹ̀ máa ká póró bó lòun wáyé ó tẹ́ pé òbóró mọ̀ relationship tó ti gba odidi ọmọ méjì ṣé ó fẹ́ gé àtọ̀ ẹni yẹn kúrò lẹ́ra ẹ̀ ní 15 ń ṣẹlẹ̀ nílé ayé yìí my sister àǹtí Bùnmi 15 ń ṣẹlẹ̀ nílé ayé yìí ojú ò ní láàmú ìwọ̀nba nìyàn máa ń wá owó kiri ìwọ̀nba nìyàn máa ń wá àjò kiri àwọn alájò náà ń ṣe tán máa fi nǹkan bọ̀ ẹ́ lójú òní mọ̀nà lé mọ́ tó bá ti rálájò tó ń bẹ fẹ́ yín tó ń bẹ ṣe you are beautiful yà ṣe kíní kan lẹ́ẹ̀mẹ́wàá tètè sọ pé òun padà bọ̀ má dé bẹ́ẹ̀ mọ́ láyé ó fẹ́ mú ẹ̀dọ́ ló ń jẹ́ bẹ́ẹ̀. Yes tó dẹ̀ máa fi ṣe ojú ẹ̀ òní ńlá tó bá fẹ́ gbọ́ àwọn ní lọ́wọ́ ní tàjí ní àṣírí ni ó wà lọ́wọ́ wọn ẹni tó dẹ̀ ń wá fáwọn wọ́fò ìwọ ń wówó òun náà ń wọ́ ọmọ tó máa jẹ sọ́gọ òun lọ́rọ̀ Regina ó dẹ̀ gbọ́dọ̀ sọ pé ó fẹ́ kọ́ òun because ó ti invest sínú ẹ̀ kò ready láti let go kó wá make òun ní loser he's not ready to let go. It's so sad. Ẹ̀yin ti TikTok, am I communicating? Do we still have the sound there? I'm sorry, just bear with me. I'll come back better another day. Seriously, mothers, let's do better. Thank you, Oloris And Regina. Let's do better. Ẹ jẹ́ ká jẹ́ òpó lẹ́yìn àwọn ọmọ wa. A sì àwọn ọmọ wa wọ́n pé 18 ni. Kò make wọn adult. Especially àwọn ọmọ tá à ń bí sílùú òyìnbó to all of us tá wà ní Western world. Ẹ wo ọmọ 23 mi wọ́n ti lọ sí university wọ́n ti dé 24. Wọ́n sì máa ṣe díẹ̀díẹ̀. They still need you to tell them, don't do this, don't do that. Òun lẹ wá rán ọmọ kan lọ lé ọkọ at the age of 17. Ẹ mọ̀ pé Nigerians wọ́n máa abuse ọmọ kékeré gan. Àwọn òye ẹ̀ abuse ẹ̀ by allowing her to go. Bàbá ẹ̀ abuse àwọn family náà and bàbá tó fẹ́ yẹn. Because ẹ wo ní north, ọmọ 13 years mà ló marry ní north. Ọmọ 13 years náà fi ń ṣe amọ́ríyá. Ọmọ tí ò tí ní ojú òbò, wọ́n á fọ́ sókó sí wọn nídìí. Wọ́n bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí ní dó wọn because most of our Nigerian men ló wà pedophilic by nature. I remember a girl that I saved somewhere in Ibadan. Look at 3 men taking a toll on a 9-year-old girl in the same house as her parents. Ọmọ tí mo save. A project I took upon myself last year. 3 men took a toll on a 9-year-old girl. 3 adults. Not basun, told them any pleasure. Ẹ wá sọ pé káwọn bàbá kan máa fi ọmọ 17, 18. But if we as parents, ká bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí ní, rally against it, standing our foot, putting our foot down, that we are saying no to all this early marriage. Àwọn kékèké fún àwọn bàbá olówó. Gbogbo àwọn tẹ́ ń wò tẹ́ fi ń compare. To those of you are saying, you are not the first person. That's your own choice. It does not mean that she needs to be okay or she must be fine in her own. She's not compelled to smile in there if she's not feeling the smile. It's like you are telling her to be smiling whereby she's being whipped. When you do things that hurt people, they have to react, cry. It is her right to say no, just like she feels she should say yes when the man was offering her everything and to come into the marriage. But I'm so glad that the man spoke up before everything started. An interview where the man said, there's no need for love between them. He said the love will blossom when she gets into the marriage. She said, I only met her 3 weeks and then I marry her. That is how I marry all my wives. That's what the man said. Is that the right way to marry? What's marriage without feelings? So it may take her time before she realizes this. What makes it? They are compelled to dress up, to look fine, to wear that smile, either forcefully or under pressure or under duress. They must smile like everything is okay. It's part of the contract. Maybe you don't know it. That's why you see some of those rich men's wives outside, some of them will look so sad. They would have been carried away and forgotten about the contract they signed. What if frown? Baba stiff smile, like everything is okay. Meanwhile, everything is not okay indoors. They are just doing it for the glam. It's part of the things that builds their harem. They use women, they use money, they use fame, they use clothes, they use material things, ephemeral things. To build the kind of image they want you to see out there. It is now left to you where you want to be, who you want to use you as part of their content creation. Oh my gosh, báwọn náà ṣe lè promote kíní wọn nìyẹn, status wọn nìyẹn. He has one very beautiful wife. Ọmọ yẹn, one very beautiful girl like that, very good girl. Everybody bó ṣe ń sing the praises, must be a very nice man. No, not part of the contract. You do as I say. Now this girl refused to do as they say. You see what even you Nigerians that are insensitized are saying about her. You see how she's being bashed. This is a child that àti ní irú wọn lọ́mọ aláwọn ọmọ tó jù wọn lọ, ẹlòmínú yìí ti lọ́mọ tó ti bí irú ọmọ yìí. A lè bá wọn lù pa, ọmọdé ni ọmọ tá lè bí ni. Ọlọ́run ò ní jẹ́ káwọn ọmọ wa náà kọsẹ̀ láyè. Ní ṣokùnfà báyé àwọn ọmọ wa ṣe máa bàjẹ́, ayé àwọn ọmọ wa ò ní tọwọ́ wa bàjẹ́. Ní ṣokùnfà báyé àwọn ọmọ wa ṣe máa bàjẹ́, wọn ò ní ṣiléyà, wọn ò ní gbégun eléegun, wọn ò ní fọ́kọ lọ́kọ, wọn ò ní fẹ́yàwó níyàwó. Ayé ò ní depo sáàlà ìrìn àjò wọn láyé. Torí àwa náà bí ọmọ tí ò perfect. Mọ ìrìn àjò táwọn ọmọ wa náà máa rìn láyé. And that is why we have to show ọmọ yìí ní pity ọmọdé ni. Mélòó ló mọ ọmọ 17 years. Gbogbo wa tọ́lọ́ ń bá ṣe ta ti wà nílùú òyìnbó. Àwọn ẹlòmíì wà tẹ́ bá wo ìṣẹ́ tó ṣe ọmọ fógún ọdún, ìyá tó jọ ọmọ fógún oṣù, tó máa sọ pé tí ò bá pọ̀ má sìn lẹ́yìn ọmọ ni ká tó wọ̀ lóyìnbó. Tẹ́lómi bá wo nǹkan tó ń go through. Mọ nǹkan tẹ́yìn gan lè ṣe tí condition yẹn bá délẹ̀, bóyá ìwọ́n lè tẹ orí bọ̀rú ẹ̀. But tí mò ń sọ ni pé at this jet age, parents should not encourage or support such anymore. Yálà ìwọ ni kó lọ ṣiṣẹ́, wá owó ẹ, wá bẹ ṣe máa ṣe kówó fọmọ yín, jẹ́ kó lọ ṣiṣẹ́. Àtẹ́wọ́lẹ́wọ́ ẹni kì í tán ni jẹ. Kì í tán ni jẹ. Ẹ bá wá òwò kówò. Rather than kẹ́tì bọnú marriage tó máa rí báyìí. Ọmọ yẹn cannot go back in there anymore. Tẹ́ bá gbé padà lọ bẹ́ẹ̀ anymore. Ẹ jẹ́ ń sọ fún yẹn, mo báwọn people ìṣe máa ń ṣiṣẹ́ ìsáídà kan eventually waste ẹ̀, kó silence ẹ̀ bákanbàkan. Tẹ́ bá rí pé ó ń dédé padà wá sing love, ó ní bánú nìyẹn. Kò wà natural. Tẹ́ bá fẹ́ gbọ́, ó ti ní bánú. Wọ́n sọ tán bá bí ẹ dára condition tó máa fún un, tán bá tún bí ẹ kú. Ẹ máa rí mi inú wọn máa pariwo, I don't like my wives on the internet. Irọ́ ni, because they know internet is a very powerful space that echoes the voice of the downtrodden ones. It will send a very strong message viral, which is likely to buy them hatred. That's why most of them say, we don't want you on internet. Why wouldn't you want me on internet? Ọkọ tí ò ní time fún yàn, tí ò ráyè títí ẹ lọ títí, tí ò ní time fún obìnrin kò make it. Ojú ni má fi internet ṣeré, mo máa àbújọ máa kú sórí internet yẹn ni mo ti máa ṣeré. And àwọn ọmọ nǹkan tán sọ tán tó máa sọ pé àwọn òfin àwọn ọmọ yìí on the internet. Internet tẹ́tí bá wọn tẹ́lẹ̀ tán ti ń ṣeré táyé tí ẹ pé bẹ̀lẹ́ ti pàdé wọn lẹ́ti rí fọ́tò wọn àbí bákan àbí ó ń ṣe múvì lẹ́ láìkẹ́. Internet yẹn wá suddenly di èèwọ̀. Why? They are trying to de-weapon you. Wọ́n ti mọ̀ pé bẹ́ẹ̀ tó bá gbé ọ̀rọ̀ àwọn lọ síbẹ̀ wàá rí supporter o máa ráwọn èèyàn voices tó máa support ẹ. Ẹ̀yìn tó bá ṣe fẹ́ wọn bẹ́ẹ̀ máa gbọ́ pé we don't want her on the internet. I keep telling you I don't want to see her again. The internet tó ti pàdé ẹ̀ tó ti rí fọ́tò ẹ̀ ó wá di ohun tó kọ́kọ́ kà sí ewu ẹ̀. I'm not in support of anybody coming online to diss their family, whatever. I have always said is that make your family issue, your marital issue, make it private, sort it indoors. But then she's done her own. Ọmọdé ni. Bọ́mọdé ṣe máa ṣe nǹkan yàtọ̀ sí bàgbàlagbà ṣe máa ṣe nǹkan. We cannot blame them. The things they see are things that they cannot manage on their own. What they are experiencing right now are the things that they cannot keep mouth shut over the way the man would have preferred them to. So lè blame ẹ. Àìmọye irú wọn bẹ́ẹ̀ kéékèèké tẹ́ máa rí tán máa wá kọ́kọ́ lórí íńtánẹ́ẹ̀tì àwọn náà kọ́. It is how they feel as at that time, and that's why tẹ́ pé ẹ̀yin òbí ò gbọ́dọ̀ support rẹ̀ torí ẹ mọ̀ pé internet era láwa yìí anything tó ṣẹlẹ̀ wọ́n ti good evening everyone on TikTok and good evening I'm saluting you all. Good evening, thank you for joining me. And ti Facebook náà mo kí yín. Adéọlá Oṣòdì, I'm telling you, àwọn Haúsá tó ń fi ọmọ ọdún mélòó ẹ ti mọ̀ pé àwọn yẹn most of them wọn ò fi bẹ́ẹ̀ kàwé ọmọ 13 years 12 years wọ́n fún ọmọ ọdún mẹ́sàn-án fáwọ́sá tó máa ìmí groom ẹ̀ ní òsì lè rọ́jú groom ẹ̀ láti dá díẹ̀ lu ọmọ yẹn lè bímọ ní age 13 14 because wọ́n mọ̀ pé àwọn yẹn àwọn èèyàn really mọ̀ pa wọn lọ títí níta ó lè jẹ́ ọmọ tí ò tiẹ̀ kàwé rárá tán ti yọ kúrò láti primary school ta ló fẹ́ gbọ́ wọn ta ló fẹ́ mọ̀ kò sí àwọn tó máa mọ̀ ń pa wọn. Ẹ wá fẹ́ fi wé ọmọ tó jẹ́ pé Nollywood ló wà tó ti rọra rí róòlù díẹ̀díẹ̀. Of course ó máa ké wá sórí social media. Ìyá ẹ̀ ni mo blame fún gbogbo ohun tó ṣẹlẹ̀ sọmọ yìí ìyá ẹ̀ ni mo blame. Kò sígbà tó ń dùn ìyá ẹ̀ náà ń lọ kiri. Ẹ̀yin obìnrin ẹ fẹ́ lo status yìí bí tẹ́ fẹ́ ọmọ yín sí. Kọ́ máa pè yín ní in-law paned in-law kìnìkan in-law kìnìkan. At the end of the day ẹ fọwọ́ ara yín mess life ọmọ yín. Ìgbà táwa gan wà ní kékeré, how smart were we? Thank you. How smart? We were so young. Some of us tó fún lóyún nígbà táwa ní secondary school, wọ́n máa ń gbé mi sá lọ kúrò ládùúgbò ni. Tí jẹ́ pé wọn ò ní get over that dilemma, that trauma tó máa fi wà in their 20s. Not to not talk of almost 17th and first one marriage. Mo mọ̀ ya àwọn èèyàn tó lóyún ládùúgbò ní teenage days tẹ́ pé wọ́n gbé wọn kúrò, wọ́n gbé wọn sá lọ ládùúgbò. Àbá àwọn school. Wọ́n gbé wọn sá lọ ó dìgbà táwọn ọmọ yẹn bá dàgbà kan tó gbọ́ ọmọ yẹn ó lè jẹ́ ìyá ọkọ àbí ìyá ìyàwó ló máa bá wọn tó ọmọ yẹn bọ̀. Àdójútì gan ò jẹ́ káwọn ọmọ bẹ́ẹ̀ padà wá sádùúgbò. Not to not talk of ọmọ 31 marriage kó lọ ṣe 6 wife almost 17 years. Ọmọ tó yẹ kó sì máa fara ròyìn nulẹ̀. I have a 18-year-old son who still behaves like a baby in this house. Who will talk of marriage or even getting a girlfriend? At 30, she matiju. Come on, so ọmọ 31 marriage. Ó ti bí ọmọ poro, ọmọ kíní, ọmọ kejì. Mothers, you can do better. Imagine kojú kòkòrò owó kó wọ yín lójú ẹ má tara ọmọ yín live life tẹ́ miss nígbà tẹ́ wà kékeré. Tó bá ṣe ni ìyá fúnra rẹ̀ ò ṣe lọ fẹ́ senator kó fẹ́ yàn kan. But because you have missed some opportunity in life, you now want to leave that status through your daughter or your son's marriage. And that is where they should make a mistake in it. She's 20. No, she was not 20. She was in her teen days. Because she's 24 now, she has 2 children. And her marriage is like 6-7 years to that man. She celebrates on the internet. She's 24 as we speak. So Modeni, she just clocked 24. Now ọmọ tó ṣe mọyàn lábẹ́ wa ìmí inú wọn ṣì ń fara rò wá wọn ti ṣe tán yunifásitì mom dẹ máa gbọ́ tó máa pariwo fún gbogbo nǹkan nílùú òyìnbó yìí tó ṣì ń fara rò wá nínú ilé. Mom, where is the spoon? Mom, where did you keep this? Mom, can you please drop me here? They are still being babies. Now ó ti bí ọmọ méjì bó lẹ fẹ́ tì sí. But at the same time, we cannot force her to stay in there. It's even better at this stage with the kind of torture, the kind of discipline that the man is giving her siblings. It's better. Koma wule lotori. Aje. Wiri gidi ya to ba pada. Ìyẹn tó bá bamboozle nǹkan mi wọnú system ẹ̀ kan sọ pé ó lo drug ni. Bákan ni Whitney Houston gbogbo wọn ṣe kú lójú wa bí báyìí kú drug ni. When she could not bear the pain anymore, she started masking it with all sorts of drugs for people not to see through her what she's going through. So it's better if she says no, let her not be no. But let her do so respectfully to her husband, to her ex-husband. Because they have children between them. That's why she cannot scatter it. Kwata. The deed is done, the mistake is done already. Pilofeshe. Amabakamuni. Her mom is the one that should go and look for ways to gather elders to beg that man. Let me tell you, when you have experience with a narcissistic man, they don't change you. They only change their victims. They don't change. They only change their victims. When he's not getting down well with the present victim anymore, they pick on another innocent one to replace that one. The one that does not know anything about them, about their character. They change victims, but they don't change. Maybe you don't know. So going back, Aje kuri gidiya. Oloma eteko gbo po sun ko ji mo wa so po toju ota toju orun doju oku ni omo kekere yi abi ko lo gbe nkan je. There are some men that they don't like their destiny now being spreaded in the public. They would rather have the poor girl one waste here than àwọn olówó Nàìjíríà lè fi ń ṣeré, àwọn onípò Nàìjíríà lè fi ń ṣeré. Ọlọ́run bá kó ẹyọ lọ́wọ́ wọn kó sásàlá fẹ́mi ẹni gidi wine. Tó máa ń sọ fún ẹ pé how are other women coping? They must cope because those ones are they are compelled to obligate their others. They don't have choice. They do not have choice. And I'm different from you, you are different from. That's why I said we are wired differently. Nǹkan tí mo lè gbà ìwọ ò lè gbà. Nǹkan tí wọ́n lè gbà èmi lè má lẹ́mi láti lè bí ẹ̀. So why tí mo fẹ́ fara mi wí ẹ? Kí ni mo fẹ́ fara mi wí ẹ fún? Ọlọ́run ló máa kó wa yọ. Àná ọmọ yìí ṣe mí gbogbo ẹ̀yin abiyamọ ẹ ṣàánú ẹ̀. Ẹ support ẹ, ẹ fún ní voice. Ọmọdé ò mẹ́ẹ̀kọ́ jẹ kó má ra lọ́wọ́. We are not asking for the support because she's perfect or because she has done it right, but we are asking for the support because she was only a child when she went in there. She's just being herself. Don't apportion too much blame. Kilomode mo. Àwọn míì nínú wa, àwọn ọmọ wa ọkùnrin àtobìnrin ti marry. Yet we still call them to caution them. Tíyàwó bá wá fẹjọ́ ẹ̀sùn wá pé ọkọ mi wá o. Mo fọlọ́run bẹ̀ ni o. Ọmọ ẹ sọ pé o pariwo mọ́ òun o. Jọ̀ọ́ má jẹ́ kí nǹkan kan ṣe é kó ná o. Má fọwọ́ na ọmọ náà mọ́ o. Mo rúùlù ta wà o. Mo bẹ̀ ni jọ̀ọ́ kọ́ mi inú burúkú ò ní bí ẹ o. Ọmọ pẹ̀lú ta wà yóò obìnrin ló ní bẹ o. It means you have not finished your role as a parent. You must continue like that to support them, to encourage them, to advise them, to lead their part as a parent. Your duty continues when they start having children as well. Your grandchildren. You have to keep educating them on the next step and the next step and the next step. Till they will fight. It is all those fights that will build them. It will help their home. They will have argument. They will have disagreement. It is part of it because they are age group. Not one of a dictatorship to this poor young girl. Ele ma subdue sabeni. Ele ma subjugate eni. Mélòó ló fẹ́ sọ mélòó ló ti sọ́ǹsì tó ti ń dológun wọn lọ ń tìyàn mọ́lé káàkiri afáìmọ́ náà nígbè ìyá àti bàbá ẹ̀ náà ń bá lágbára jà ní Nàìjíríà ó sọ pé ó máa lọ scot free. Wọ́n ló ní kó padà sílé ó ló ní àfi tóun bá padà sílé ṣé nǹkan tó ti dẹ́tì báyìí báwo lẹ ṣe rò pé ọmọ yẹn máa ní sex pẹ̀lú ẹ̀ tínú ọmọ yẹn fẹ́ dùn bí forceful entry gbogbo ẹ̀ ló máa rí lójú ẹ̀ náà. Ntọ́kùn ẹ̀ ò yọ sí mọ́ tójú ẹ̀ ti là àbí kó ti máa ráwọn ọmọdé ẹgbẹ́ mi kọ́ máa sọ fún pé kí ló kó ẹ sí. Àti kó fíù fún ara ẹ̀ pé òun ti gather enough to escape kò mọ̀ pé escape route ò easy bẹ́ẹ̀ yàn ọ̀run mú oru. Wọ́n ń jẹ wọ́n lọ àwọn ìdí àmì wọ́n fojú ẹ̀ wọn máa bo ìyẹ́ ò bá rò dáadáa kó tó ti sí and lesson lele fún gbogbo àwọn òbí tó kù pé it's not all that glitters that is gold. Ẹ má wá gbálágo ṣiṣẹ́ fọmọ yín. It's better they start somewhere, you know, freshly with their age group. Ẹ lè rọ́mọ lóyìnbó kò sọ́mọ lóyìnbó bá gbọ́ pé she's British ó lọ ṣe ìyàwó karùn-ún ìkẹfà níbo kò tí wà British ó láti jẹ́ pé ọmọ tó ti wà aristo orientated nìyẹn ìyá bàbá ẹ̀ ti fi kọ́kọ́ láti máa ṣàristo ọmọ tó bá jẹ́ real British real American tó wà westernized wọn ò ní ever settle for ìyàwó kejì ìkẹta ẹ máa wà English wọn kì í settle fún àwọn bullshit gan wọn nífẹ̀ẹ́ ni tó gba 10 years lọ́wọ́ wọn ó pọ̀ jù láyé ọmọ lóyìnbó 5 years ló máa wà láàrin wọn. 5 years náà mo yẹ gba mo máa pa àwọn ọ̀rẹ́ ọmọ mi àwọn ọmọ ọ̀rẹ́ mi máa ti ẹ̀kọ́ máa bá wọn ṣeré you know just teach them. No auntie 7 years that's no it's way older than me no way lè máa gbọ́. Wọn ò fẹ́ ni tó jù wọn lọ gan lọ títí ọmọ tó bá ti wà aristo orientated látọ̀dọ̀ yẹ bí a tó ti ń ṣáṣẹ́ láti kékeré tó bá gbé lu òyìnbó ẹ̀hún lẹ máa rí pé ó máa lè máa fẹ́yàn kan tó jù lọ tó gbọdún 10 ọdún 15 ọdún 20 níbo wọ́n ń ṣe ọmọ tó bá ti fi sugar daddy gbogbo ẹ̀tọ́ láti ilẹ̀ lẹ́ máa rí ó máa sọ pé kíní because àwọn oníṣàwà tá dàgbà sí Nàìjíríà tẹ́ pé African culture wa máa sọ pé à ń gbọ́dọ̀ gbọ́rọ̀ sáwọn òbí wa lẹ́nu we must do this we must do that we must not discriminate níbo tí ọmọdé lọmọ yìí náà tó bá jẹ́ lóyìnbó kó lè ṣẹlẹ̀ sí láyé á lọ sẹ́tù fún ẹgbẹ́ grandpa ẹ̀ owó tó lóò tiẹ̀ ní jẹ́ nígbà lè sẹ́tù fún owó tó bá ti ríǹkù tí gbogbo ẹ jẹ́ kájọ ríǹkù papọ̀ ní kí ọkọ má wà fọwọ́ arúgbó wọ́ mi lóbò mo sọ́rí mi ò mo kàn yìí imagine ni ọmọ yìí pẹ̀lú bàbá arúgbó yìí gbogbo yẹn lásán lè máa tọ́jú ẹ̀ kó má fẹ́ sọ̀rọ̀ síta she will want to act her age be her age ó lè fẹ́ wà pẹ̀lú ọkùnrin gbogbo ilé ìtẹ́rí tó ń ṣe yẹn public stunt lásán ni I'm telling you ó lè rọ ọmọ kékeré ẹgbẹ́ kójú ẹ̀ wọ́ ó lè rẹni tó láì kójú ẹ̀ wọ́ kó má fẹ́ sọ̀rọ̀ you people don't understand this game the contract at times you don't understand it they must promote them sing their praises my love my kidney it's part of the contract you may not understand it because you're not in there ó lè jọ lọ́run ṣọ́kọ́ títí ẹ fún ẹ ò mọ ohun táwọn tó wà ń ta bẹ́ẹ̀ yẹn tójú wọn rí láti rú ọmọ kékeré yìí tó lọ fẹ́ ancient of days tó lọ fẹ́ ẹgbẹ́ bàbá ẹ̀ tí gbogbo ara ti dànù tán ẹ lọ gbọ́ nǹkan tí Charlie Boy Òkúta sọ nípa bàbá yìí àwọn Nigerian men wà pedophilic gan by nature ẹ mọ̀ wọ́n lè fọ́mú òjò bí táyé wọn ta dé wọ́n má jẹ́ ara burú so parents you can do better o ògbélé tó ṣe sí ọmọ yìí I blame it on her mom so wọ́n said she was dating one Hollywood guy nígbà tí yẹn ò yọwọ́ tán lẹ̀ sọ pé wọ́n ń go through hardship nínú ẹbí wọn èyí tó máa yọwọ́ ni but tó bá tiẹ̀ wá yọwọ́ tẹ bá gbowó kẹrọra nà ìjọ ti yẹ yín kó máa sáàfù bàbá yẹn in case tó bá understand irú assignment bẹ́ẹ̀ tó bá jẹ́rú ẹ̀ ló fẹ́ kó má tọrùn bọ wedding ẹ gbọ́rù commitment tó ní even the man said it ó sọ pé òun ò ráyè love pẹ̀lú ọmọ kankan ó ní tóun bá ti pick wọn bẹ́ẹ̀ yẹn ó ní gbogbo àwọn ìyàwó òun ó ní within 3 weeks lòun máa ń fẹ́ wọn sí 1 month ó ní love wa máa develop nulẹ̀ irú relationship yìí wò nìyẹn ṣe bí marriage ńlá ti wà born out of feelings tí yàn ní fúnra èèyàn it must be born out of the kind of feelings that you nurture over the years getting to know one another spending time together creating that bond kò sí bond kò sí nǹkan kókò gbọmọ lọmọ sínú ilé kò sí nídìí no feelings kò sí kíní òbí mọ kíní òbí kejì ọmọdé ṣì ní ara ẹ̀ ṣì fresh àwọn ọmọ kéékèèké tó dẹ̀ lè dúró dáadáa wà lórí títì bọ̀ tòun bí lè pé wọn ò lówó lọ́wọ́ àti pé ìyá ẹ̀ tì í láti fẹ́ bàbá yìí ẹ máa wo ago alágo ṣiṣẹ́ ẹ máa wo Ṣadé ọkọ ya fẹ́ kí ẹ̀yin gbogbo ẹ̀yin tẹ̀ ń sọ ẹ̀yin kìíní kan ẹ máa wo Kòfó Adébútú ẹ wo àwọn tẹ̀ ń fi ń sọ ọ̀rọ̀ yìí gbogbo yín lẹ̀ ń sọ̀rọ̀ láhàdmáyà wọn mélòó nu yín gan náà lẹ lè ṣerú ẹ̀ and kò rí bẹ́ẹ̀ náà láti bẹ̀rẹ̀ fáwọn tẹ̀ ń wò yìí o àwọn níyàlé àwọn ìyálé wọn dúró táwọn ọkọ wọn nígbà táwọn ọkọ wọn sì jọ young ṣùgbọ́n ẹni ìyàwó tó bá suddenly ti wá di kíára tó ń fọ ojú tó ń fọ ẹnu tó ń de pampasì àwọn bàbá yẹn náà mọ̀ọ́dí tán ṣe fẹ́ yín ní kékeré ẹ̀yin lè máa ṣeṣẹ́ gbọ́ngbẹ́gbọ́ngbẹ́ yẹn last kíára in the house kíára outside nìyí so ohun tí yàn bá fẹ́ tí kálukú bá sáì fún láyé yìí ni pé má wàá gba aláàgò ṣiṣẹ́ the father he worked for some people does not mean it's going to work for you. Àwọn tó ń wò ahead yẹn náà, ó ní àwọn challenges táwọn náà ti go through in the past. Àwọn tó tẹ́ admire yẹn, tẹ́ ń wò as role model yẹn, ó láwọn nǹkan táwọn náà ti go through in the past. Nígbà tá yóò gba àwọn tó ń run lock around the sẹ́gbẹ̀ẹ́ tán fáwọn ìyálé wọn láyè. Nígbà tí ìyálé bá dẹ̀ ti dàgbà papọ̀ tó jẹ́ bí age kan náà ni pẹ̀lú ọkọ ẹ̀ tó ti wá jọ dàgbà. Ṣé mo pé ilẹ̀ máa wá gbé iṣẹ́ kẹ́ máa tọ́jú èèyàn yẹn. Ẹ máa gbé mọ́kọ fífẹ́ ní ara pààtì ẹ̀ ni. Ẹ máa nu ẹnu, ẹ máa dé fìlà, ẹ máa nu tọ́, ẹ máa dé pampers, wọ́n bá rò díẹ̀ yín lẹ máa kọ́kọ́ nù. Yes. Abade ẹ̀rọ ọmọ tẹ́mi ò gbé tó ti ya tètè ń ṣò sáyẹ̀nsì pé ẹ̀mí tòun ò gbé o. Kí iye kẹjẹ́ kó máa lọ náà. Ó bímọ kò ní mínì náà. Ọmọ mi lè wò pé wo eléyìí mi ò sign up fún o. Mi ò mọ̀ pé bó ṣe máa rí rè. Then let her go. Ewu ní dandan ni she cannot go, she cannot say no. Why? It is her human right to protect her mental health and say no the same way she said yes when she thought she could cope. I really feel sad for the girl. Like seriously, I feel so much for her. I feel for her family right now. If care is not taken, all the people that are standing for her as her strength today in that family, her siblings especially, are going to be locked up to silence them. Our she will not now have a choice but to say, yes, I will go back in there. And going back in there can be really disastrous. I bet you. She may just end it someday. Our sensitized to others cry. Let's help her if we can. I beg you in the name of God. Support here. I mean, our voices goes a long way, just like what I'm doing right now. Let's all support her. It's called women supporting women, but this is mothers supporting, children. Do you want to just see or money? But it's a be my to be able to do down, buruku, we are big ben, you go by papa. So why, Ejo? Tẹ bá ṣe lè support màmá ẹ̀ náà ẹ jẹ́ ká máa kọ síbẹ̀ pé go and beg. Mo bá ní kó beg nítorí ọmọ. The same way bó ṣe fi ọ̀kánjúwà ojú kòkòrò wọlé náà ni kò ṣe tẹrí ẹ bá kó lọ bẹ̀bẹ̀ nítorí ọmọ. Ọmọ wà láàrin wọn. And mom should go and apologize and seal the lips of those boys right now. They should stop threatening that they are coming to meet Paned. Àwọn èèyàn ìṣẹ́ni tí wọ́n lè halẹ̀ mọ́nú Nàìjíríà. Ẹ̀yin lè máa wò bẹ́ẹ̀, ó powerful kọjá nǹkan tẹ́ ń wò, ẹ̀yin náà mọ̀ bẹ́ẹ̀ kẹ́ tó wò bẹ́ẹ̀. So you should just seal the mouth of those boys. Tell them to be quiet for now. Ẹ̀yin lè mọ̀ nǹkan tẹ́ fẹ́, you know what you want, ẹ mọ̀ nǹkan tẹ́ fẹ́ gbà. Tó bá kó gbogbo yín tẹ́ wà lórí ìkúnlẹ̀ lórí ìdọ̀bálẹ̀ máa sọ pé sorry. Tó bá ní kọ́mọ yẹn padà wọ ẹ sọ pé ẹ ti gbọ́, ẹ̀yin ní kẹ́ padà wọnú ilé kẹ́ re-strategize. Because it is her right to say she's done. Tó bá jẹ́ pé ó ti sú lóòótọ́, right ẹ̀ ní láti sọ pé òun ò ṣe mọ́. Àmọ́ ẹ lè ṣe bẹ́ẹ̀ diplomatically in a very civil way without you having to create any form of chaos or turmoil in the families or online. Ẹ mọ̀ bẹ́ẹ̀ ṣe máa ṣe tí yín ní kẹ́ fà sọ́dọ̀ ẹ bá sọ̀rọ̀ how to go about it. Kò ń ṣọ̀rọ̀ ọjà. But you can't just say, oh, you can do as you want with the man at this stage because she has children for him. Ó lè gbé yín lọ sí court, ó lè gbé yín lọ high court, ó lè gbé yín lọ Supreme Court to claim custody of the children completely. Kó declare Regina which is what is likely to happen. Ibi tẹ́tí gbọ́ story oní drug ẹ̀yẹn máa wò bọ̀. The Bible words answer because she's not mentally or physically fit to look after the children. And that you declare as being violent and aggressive because of the things they did to him online. So therefore, I win no more. Move on, she in China, we live more there. So it's a loyal. How do you fight someone? To the disani, collect penny, share wine. Senior advocate in Nigeria. Go to losses Senate. It's never going to be an easy battle. You need to do so tactfully, diplomatically, with wisdom, with smartness. Number 6. You calm down, you become the mumu for now. All those social media updating, you reduce it for now. Go and start begging. Gather elders from your own community, from your village to go and beg him. Call on all his friends that you know. He's facing enough humiliation and he's meant to deal with you. Or whichever way he chooses to do with you, he will still consider that you have children for him. And that is why you have to stop, my darling. Use another route to fight for your right. It is well with you. We are sending you love. From this end, I don't know you, I've never spoken to you, but we like you, we admire you online, and we choose to give you our voice to support you, to encourage you, and to also admonish your mom, tell her to do it right the next time, because she was a part of this contract you signed. Mothers should do it better. Ẹ má torí ojú kòkòrò owó status tẹ́ yóò rí nílé ọkọ yín kẹ́ wá ti àwọn ọmọ mi ló fẹ́ ọmọ gọ́vnọ̀ kìnnì kan, ọmọ mi ló fẹ́ ọmọ ọba kìnnì kan ọba ìkan, ọmọ mi ló fẹ́ àbúrò mi ló fẹ́. Status tẹ́yìn ò rí gẹ́ni nílé ọkọ kẹ́ wá máa tara ọmọ wa débi pé ẹ ti àwọn ọmọ yẹn síbi tí ò yẹ, where they will not find joy. Then we should put the blame back on you, the parents, that encourage such. It is well with her. We pray that she will come out alive, come back stronger to look after her children. But you see, the marriage cannot scatter finally because there are 2 boys, 2 children between them. Where she won't go with them. She does not want to lose those children finally, and finally she should, do it smartly and diplomatically. Tactically, let me approach Urunkobai, and in a very civil manner. No rudeness. Go and remove all the posts of your brothers. They say they abuse and say sorry. Shh. Everything you said about Panet's son, you may see it as defamation of character. Go and remove it from your wall. You're only being smart, girl. Tell someone to tell you about what I'm saying. You have to be smart. Don't let this break you. You need yourself together to fight this battle. Your mom too needs to stop all those live video. No be everything that they fight scatter, and a person will get person, they fight this kind fight too. Person will not get person, you know if you win this kind man, will not they fight. You cannot win him. We have his likes everywhere. We have his likes everywhere. It's not a battle that you can win. So you need to apply wisdom and diplomacy at this stage. Into TikTok, thank you. Nabavaya, I will see you again. All of you on Facebook. Thank you, my TikTok audience. And I'll go now. I'll come back again if need be. I'm on holiday. I just said I should chip in, my own opinion on this very saga, and to also encourage the mom to go out and do the needful. At this stage of the fight, they're not gonna win. You see, the continuous defamation on the Paned and his son that they claim they lived abroad, something up. He will be using those ones as a weapon to lock all of them up. Not because they are abusing his son, but because they are, you know what I mean now. And they will end up